Adeboye should be 24, Abi? 25, 26, 23. I have not beat him one day. This boy. I have not done like this in one day since they born him. That D in 23 years, he is the one seated there. To say, oh, no. Touch him to beat, not once. Intercessor, the one in UK is, I don't know whether 28 now or 29. I beat her once. I travel. The daughter of the younger one to the mother came to spend holiday, and I came back to hear that they were fighting. They were the same age men. That was when I took in and flogged. And that was the only time I caned her in 28 years. Intercessor is engaged. They got a house. He got a house. The fiancé came there. He told the fiancé, say, you can come here to eat. You can't sleep here. The ideal my father handed over to me is that there must not be anything between me and you until we get married, and I won't break it. In UK, they could have been sleeping together. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. He said, you are not permitted to sleep here. You can't stay here. This is the ideal my parents handed over to me. It's not by flogging. But you see, in any situation where the man and the woman involved in marital relationship has not done their own assignment, and therefore secure the reality of bonding between them, they will not fulfill the concept and the plan of God for marriage. The first thing, before I summarize that I want you to grasp tonight is this. The ultimate plan and purpose of God for marriage is unity between the spouses. Bonding. Oneness. Harmony. Not the one that is hypocritical. Not the one we come to church and we kiss and say, I love you, I love you. And then you get to the house and you are like God and Satan dwelling together. Not that one. The one that is sincere and real, that is reflective at home and everywhere you go to. When that concept is achieved, then the purpose of God, unity, which is the purpose of God, will be realized in the home. When we were giving birth to Miracle, our second child, my wife was still in the accounting house. That's why the first child, intercessor, is closer to me than the mom. Because when they gave birth to her, my wife would leave very early in the morning, come back late in the night. It's me that take care of the girl. So it's me that the girl grew up to know. He hardly sees the mother. The mother will leave very early, come back late in the night, leave very early. So it's me that, when it was going, it's me. That's why the girl is very closer to me. Up to today, very, very close to me. When I wanted to give birth to Miracle, all of a sudden, at the point of my wife was supposed to deliver, the EDD day came, she didn't deliver. She didn't feel labor. The first week, the thing was creating a concern. He should have delivered. He didn't fall into labor. So they went to do tests, and they said that the child had breached, that the child was not in the normal position. So the doctor said we should try and be preparing for operation. So when he came with the report, we were in the house. I said, well, I understand that the Bible says if two of us shall agree, touching anything that we shall done on the earth shall be done to us by our Father which is in heaven. I said the strongest prayer of agreement is between a man and a woman. I said this one is not beyond prayer. Let us agree. I said we came together in the house. I think it was Thursday. We prayed the prayer on Thursday. We used to have NVG at that time. So Friday was so we prayed the prayer on Thursday. We prayed the prayer on Friday, which was our night vigil. We went for vigil. So we did the vigil. Now, after they said the child has breached, we didn't go to repeat test again. So we came back from the vigil. We still did not know whether it was going to be operation or not. I carried her in the hospital. We registered in 2 hospitals. But we entered the most potent of all agreement. Let me just mention it. You know, sex is sharing of blood. The moment you have sex with somebody, the blood of that person has entered. Sex is sharing of life. The moment you have sex with a person, if the person is under the ancestral, have sex with him, the spirit becomes transferred to him. That's why young girls that used to go and have affairs with the opposite sex in the name of having fun or enjoying, they didn't know the evil spiritually they are entering into. You don't just have, the person may be under the remote control of a generational or an ancestral spirit. I've told you about family strongholds and family taboos. Every family has a stronghold. Every family has a taboo. Then you have sex with someone. The taboo and the stronghold of his family are spirit. Because that sex itself is a spiritual transaction. Isn't it? It's spirit. The spirit that is controlling that person migrates to you. The life of that person enter into you. A lot of destinies have been ruined and wrecked by irresponsible and careless, senseless sex with the opposite sex. Ruined and destroyed. Has a degree of sanctity in his life. Is not spiritually entangled in the realm of the spirit. I hope you understand what I mean. If that person is not spiritually entangled in them, has a degree of sanctity in his life. That's why I used to advise couples that want to get married. I used to tell them that before you get married, have a spiritual mentor. A spiritual father. A spiritual family role model. You must have it. The moment somebody approaches you, take him to your mentor, your spiritual father. Let him pray on it and validate it before you start the relationship. Let him pray. I used to advise our couple that want to get married. My daughter is not here now. My daughter is in UK. We are preparing for her marriage now. But I know that they can't come here now to come and do marriage counseling. I have to make arrangement with my friend over there to go through the marriage counselings. They have been doing it now for the past 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. They go through the marriage counseling. So there is a marriage counselor attached to them that take them through the courses that will have done the other. I want to say because it's my daughter is younger. No, these things are fundamental. They have to pass through all the courses in the marriage counseling and then issue them certificate from London. And then they will bring them here that we vet and sign for the marriage to continue. You must have a marriage counselor, a spiritual father. I used to counsel young boys and girls that want to get married. Before your wedding day, let the two of you do 3 days fasting and prayer. Take you from every evil entanglement. Disconnect you from every ancestral spirit, every monitoring spirit, every that is following you from either your side or your mother want to come and let him lay hand upon you and minister to you 3 days before the wedding. Let there be thorough deliverance. Very. Now, if you have done all those ones, and you now come to the marriage relationship, and you got married, if the man is sound, and the lady is sound, the moment you come together and have sex together, you have transferred your life to her. She has transferred her life to you. If the two of you are sound, at that realm, the spirit controlling the two of you will align. If there is any kind of an issue, when you join your hands together before you ask, heaven will answer, because it's a divine arrangement and divine agenda. But if the two of you are not together, and the two of you are against each other, and there is no bonding between the two of you, life will be tough and difficult. Now, if you have fulfilled those transactions, there are certain currencies of marriage. They use currency to transact business. Currency means money. Naira, dollar. They use it for buying and selling. There are currencies of transaction used in marriage for buying and selling. If you have these currencies and you engage them very well, you experience a fulfilling and a successful bonding and oneness in marital relationship. What's the time? These currencies, I will share to you maybe about 7. There are about 21. I will share 7 because of time. I will close. If we return back to it later, if you can't return back to it, next year when we come to another month of marriage, we continue from there. But listen to it very well. The first currency of marriage is what they call gracious words. Gracious words. That's the first currency of marriage. They use currency to buy and to sell. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that may minister grace unto the hearers. Proverbs 18:20-21. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Life and death. A man is satisfied by the fruit of his lips. Proverbs 18:20-21. Let me show you one example. Maybe when you get home, try and read it. The book is in the book of Esther. Esther chapter 6. When you get home, you can take time to read it. Esther 6. Haman went out and came back to report to the wife the experience he had with Mordecai. The wife of Haman talked to that. He said, if this Haman had been a seed of the Jews, you have started to begin to experience downfall before him now. Know that you cannot overcome him. You will surely fall before him. Haman did not understand what the wife said. Not up to some few days from that time, he fell before Haman, before Mordecai. Exactly according to the way the wife said it. Wow. Listen, everybody. This thing is real. One of the currencies for transaction in marriage, unfortunately, it is not noted and noticed by a lot of very many people. You know, Satan is cunning and very wise. He will not allow you to know the consequence and the effect. Satan has no power, but he's wise. He knows how to deceive you into destruction. You see a man in a marital relationship, there is an issue between him and the wife. Maybe fighting about money. One fighting and they argue, and the man rose up and said, I regret marrying you. The worst thing ever happened to me in my marriage is coming into contact with you. You are a disaster. I know that this marriage can't move forward. I know it can't move forward. The way this thing is going, because every day I know that one day everybody will pack up. Everybody will pack up because the greatest tragedy that ever befell me is to marry you. You are the worst thing that ever happened to me in life. And as she talked like that, the wife said, as far as I'm concerned, I have divorced you already. We are only together in this house because you are a disaster. You are a disgrace. The husband said, you are talking to me like that. He said, can't you see your colleague? In fact, the way you are doing, you can't be like your colleagues. You can't get it. And the truth, as far as they are concerned, they are quarreling. They don't know that they are buying and selling. They are doing buying and selling. Every word you say is a transaction. You are buying it. The moment you say, I regretted marrying you, you have bought it. There is nothing you can do, sir. You must lead to regret. You know, I've been asking for money from you for the past 3 weeks. You just begin to keep your money, keep your money, keep your money. Keep it. It won't be enough for you. You won't have it. That money, you will not. The one you have now will dry up. And when it dry up, you won't have again. The man said, say anything you want to say. I know you are a mad woman. Say anything. They don't know that they are buying. They are buying it. The moment you said it, you have bought it. You have bought it. That is the madness of a man and a woman. A marital relationship, just opening their mouth, saying anything without thinking about. Some in the guise that they are angry. In the guise that they are angry. In the guise that they are angry. He will say anything to the husband. The husband will say anything to the wife. I mean, I've seen marriages. The man will come back. John, what about the books I asked you to pack from the room last night? The boy said, Daddy, I forgot. He said, that's why you will be forgetting. Even in school, that's how you will be forgetting. Go to exam, you will be forgetting. That's why you are like that. See all your colleagues in school. You are still at SS1. Your colleagues have graduated. You can't meet them. I pray you will finish this secondary school. I pray you will finish. But I don't know. I'm so sure you won't go beyond that one. You know why? He's buying. They are buying. Every word you say you have said it, you have bought it. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Every words are currency of transaction. Words are, especially marital relationship. Every negative word you say to your child, it will happen. Whether you mean it or you didn't mean it. Every negative word you say to your husband, it will happen. Every negative word you say to your wife, because except if the spirit realm have changed their principle. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. The tongue is a spiritual currency of transaction. The moment it is uttered, it is bought already. And you can't return it back. Currency of transaction. Currency of transaction. A lot of great destinies of children have been ruined by what their parents have bought for them. I think they say about 2 people died. A lot of people were wounded, so they were rushing them to the o'clock. That everybody has left. The lady now left and went inside and went to her mother's room